I chose question number 4. In the play/book A Raisin in the Sun by Laurie Hansberry, it depicts various racial, gender, culture, and socioeconomic factors. This is caused by the many struggles that are seen in the book, which are causing their goals to become postponed, or delayed. Furthermore, the characters' goals feel like they are being dried up like a raisin in the sun, which have made the title of the book/play. For example, some of these racial factors include how they want to move into a better neighborhood. They can't move though because they are advised that doing so would be a bad decision since they are being persuaded and or intimidated. This choice by the family has affected the characters because Walter feels that this will hinder his bar business. Another person that also has been affected is Ruth, since she wants a better home to live in for her children. These actions from the characters are realistically portrayed because they all reacted in such a way that one would act if this had happened to them. Gender factors are also present within the play as well, and this is seen with the character Benita. This is because her brother, Walter, kept telling her to just get a normal job and marry a rich man who she could be the housewife for. Since Walter makes these comments to his sister, it shows the gender inequality that he has for women in society. This is disappointing because he has a loving wife named Ruth. Despite having something to prove for herself, she still feels bad about herself along with Benita for wanting to get a job. The idea of gender inequality that Walter portrayed was realistic because we can tell it made both of the women feel less than someone like himself as a man. Another example of a factor in the play is culture, because the divide is seen when Benita introduces the character Asagi Joseph. Within the play/book, A Raisin in the Sun by Laurie Hansberry, she states, "Well, do me a favor and don't ask him a whole lot of ignorant questions about Africans. I mean it. Do they wear clothes and all that?" Page 57. The quote here shows that although Benita and her family are African Americans, and that Asagi is an American from Africa, due to this, she realizes that both her mother has grown up in the U.S. and does not have a strong connection with her African roots. Therefore, Benita suggests that her mom should not ask questions as to what Asagi's culture is like. This is due to ensuring that they do not say something that make themselves look rude and have misinterpreted their culture. By them saying this, it shows the high tensions of culture that has been implemented upon the characters. The interaction between Benita and her mother in this scene is realistically portrayed by them being cautious about showing respect to other cultures. It even shows that they must be cautious around cultures that they have some lineage and connection to. The last main factor in the play/book is socioeconomic factors, because the family demonstrates constant financial struggles. A good example of how this is seen is when Travis, the youngest male in the family, must sleep on the couch because they do not have a bed for him to sleep on. Couch covers which have finally themselves come to be more important than the upholstery. Hansberry 27. This quote shows that because they probably do not have the space for a bed and could not afford one, even if they did. Additionally, the only two people out of the 5 in the family that have an actual job are Walter and Ruth. Both of their jobs are underpaid because Walter is a can chuffer, while Ruth is a cleaning woman for both of people's homes. The mother takes care of their home, and Travis and Benita are going to school in order to get a job. It affects characters like Travis because he needs a comfortable place in order to rest to do well for school. Since they are struggling financially as seen with Travis, the situation looks realistic. It is because that environment is one that one could easily possess in such a low amount of income.